Let's go to Paul, calling in from Keene. Paul, you're on Free Talk Live. What's on your mind?
Good evening, Mark and Daryl. I was calling in kind of in regard to the police stops, and I listened to your caller a few back, Greg, I believe it was, that was kind of saying the police have a lot on their minds. Back a couple of months ago on June 17th, about this time at night, around 10:20 at night, I was on my way to the airport to pick up my sons. And I'm driving along, and I have my low beams on, but I mean, I can see, going the speed limit and everything. Then I see a vehicle, the outline of a vehicle beside the road. So I put my high beams on.
To take a look?
To make sure it was, make sure there wasn't an accident or help. Maybe somebody else.
I do it all the time. You see something, you don't know what it is, you light it up.
Yeah, and was in the middle of the street, vomiting or something, So then I thought, it's a police car sitting there without lights on, but I didn't see any movement or any other vehicles. So then as I get by the car, I put my low beams back on. I continued driving exactly as I had been. Whoop, on go the blue lights. And what the heck, And I say, as I'm on the way
Did you feel served and protected?
No, I didn't. I was feeling like, what have I done? I'm under the speed limit. I'm not speeding. I'm not weaving or anything like that. And so he pulls me over.
New Hampshire's the only place I know where it's okay to drive under the speed limit. Nobody thinks anything of it. Because I do it all the time now.
Yeah, and he's like, license and registration? And I'm like, sure. What am I being stopped for? License and registration? Sure. And can I get why I'm being stopped before I present my license and registration? I assume you must have a reason.
Reasonable and articulable suspicion.
Yeah. You put your high beams on as you were approaching me, and after you went by, you put them back on low. I said, yes, I had them on low, but I put them on high to make sure that somebody wasn't in the road or there wasn't an accident there, because I could make out the shape of a vehicle. But I put them back on low. That was fine. He says, well, that doesn't seem like a very smart driving procedure to me. I'm thinking, what the hell? Possibly I should have stopped and asked the state police department in Keene, New Hampshire, on how to control my lights as I drove to the airport. I could see on low beams. I didn't need them on high. I just put them on high to check out what was there. And so he detained me for 21 minutes and then let me go because I had been doing absolutely nothing wrong. And I asked him that when he finally came back, so tell me, what I did, was that illegal or no? I says, but I had my lights on. Everything seemed fine. Yes. I says, because I'm on my way to get my kids. And I told you that. Now, it's 21 minutes later. So, then at that point, because I'm 21 minutes later going to get my kids, the rest of the trip, I found myself speeding to compensate for this guy's, let me show my authority.
You felt late.
So instead, then I ended up breaking the law the rest of the trip to the airport because of this cop stopping to show his authority.
And not to mention the fact that he created it's a disturbance on the side of the road, those flashing lights. I'm a volunteer firefighter, and I can tell you the two accidents I've seen just when I'm directing traffic right there at the scene, trying to get people around, they want to look at those flashing lights. They're interested in what's going on. Bang, they hit the car in front of them. I haven't seen anybody get hurt, but, little fender benders, and it's distracting. Cops could die on the side of the road. It should be a really good reason for a police officer to pull somebody over on the side of the road. I'm not saying it doesn't need to be done. I'm just saying it ought to be a really good reason.
Yeah, that's what I feel. If I was speeding, sure, but I wasn't. If I was driving erratically or something, fine, but I wasn't. And he said that, and I questioned him. So what was I doing wrong? Nothing.
Yep. Thanks for the call, Paul. Appreciate it. I think that I think things need to change. Really, I don't even think speeding's is a good enough reason to pull somebody over. A few miles an hour over the speed limit. Frankly, I think in many cases the speed limits are too low.
Yes.
They should actually make the speed limit the maximum safe speed that somebody can travel that road on, because I'm 100% certain that's just not true in most speed limit zones.
I've watched documentaries about roads and speeding, and the way the speed limit is supposed to be is the 85th percentile of the speed that people go on that road. And they're not doing that. They find that, the average person drives 10 miles an hour over the posted speed limit.
The interstate's 70 miles an hour. Everybody's going 80. And it's the person, the dangerous person is the one who's going 65.
Yes.
Because they're causing the bottleneck. And police officers, they always cause everything to kind of, just seeing one of them causes everything to be messed up.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.